Taking a look at number 20, Raina has 5 coins worth 10 cents each and 4 coins worth 25 cents each. If she chooses 2 of these coins at random, what is the probability that the 2 coins combined will be worth at least 35 cents? And so what we want to do is find the value of the coins, the combinations of each coin, and then we want to figure out which combinations of those coins are worth at least 35 cents. So let's look at the 5 coins. Let's call them dimes. They said that it's worth 10 cents each. So 5 dimes and 4 coins worth 25 cents each. So I'm going to call them 4 quarters. If she chooses 2 of the coins randomly, so choose 2 randomly. If she chooses 2 of them randomly, and I'm assuming she's not putting the coins back up, I think she's taking 1 coin out and then grabbing a second coin after. So if she chooses 2 of these coins at random, what is the probability that the 2 coins combined will be worth at least 39 cents? So let's take a look over here. I know that there are maybe 4 combinations that we can come up with when we're pooling quarters and dimes. And so we can come up with that, the number of events. So like we're pooling coins 2 times, and then the number of outcomes. So we're pulling dimes and quarters. And so we know that there's going to be 4 combinations in total. So we have dime and dime, dime and quarter, quarter and dime, and then 2 quarters, quarter and quarter. So I know that when I add the 2 dimes up, it's going to give me 20 cents. If I were to add up a dime and a quarter, it's going to give me 35 cents, regardless of the order that I get it in. And then I know with 2 quarters, it's going to be 50 cents. So now that I know this, I can say, well, the only one that's, the ones that are worth at least 35 cents are going to be these 3. Now I know that for 100%, the probability of something happening can be as much as 100%. And so another way of representing that is going to be 1. So we know that the probability of something happening is 100%. The probability of it not happening is going to be the opposite of that. And so if I know that the probability of something happening is 60%, and I know that it's out of 100%, I can subtract that and know that the probability of that thing not happening is going to be out of 100. So in this case, the probability of something not happening is going to be the amount taken out of 100. And so another way of doing that with that logic is, instead of figuring out the probability that something is worth at least 35 cents, where we have to multiply and figure out this probability, multiply and figure out this probability, and do the same thing here, we're taking the probability, or calculating the probability of pulling 2 dimes, and then subtracting that probability from 100% or from 1. So let's calculate the probability of pulling 2 dimes instead. So what is the probability of pulling a dime? Well, I know that there are 5 dimes. So there's a chance of pulling 5 dimes out of 9 coins total the first time. Once I pull that coin, there's one less coin in the bag, so there's 8 total. And then since I pulled a dime, there's going to be one less dime for a total of 4 dimes. With probabilities, you want to multiply the likelihood of the two events together. So 5 over 9 times 4 over 8. And so that's going to give you 20 out of 72. And so we want to come up with the opposite of that, right? We want to say 100%, or another way of saying it is 1 is going to be, or 1 minus that percentage, that number we just found out, is going to equal the probability of pulling coins that are worth at least 35 cents. Since we are working with fractions, we want to have a common denominator. So what can we do to 1 to get the denominator to be 72? Well, we would multiply 1 by 72 over 72. And so 72 over 72 divided by 20 over 72 is going to give us 52 over 72. When we reduce 52 over 72, we know that there is a common denominator of 13. And so 13 times 4 is going to give us 52. And 13 times 6 is going to give us 72. No, it's probably not. Let's do 18. 18 times 4. 13 times 4 gives us 52, and 18 times 4 is going to give us 72. And so we know that those 4s will reduce, and so those 4s go away. We're left with 13 over 18. And so the answer is going to be C in this case.